Hello guys, welcome to the Train Parrot. It's roughly 8:47 a.m. time in London, and I'm going to be looking at this breakout on the 4-hour. We're also going to give an update on what's going on the daily that is actually finding support, and we will look at the liquidation pools as well to make a case for a potential relief move to the upside, possibly today or in the upcoming days. Let's focus on what's going on the RSI first. Let's go to the charts. You can see that we are starting to form some sort of double bottom formation in here. And at the same time, at 2 a.m. London time, we confirm a candle closing above this trend line on the 4-hour RSI. This is mildly bullish, so we can count on some potential relief. Let's look at those tentative targets. We have first the median in here calculated with statistics that is giving us roughly an RSI of 54. And then we have 67 on the RSI 4-hour for a more aggressive target. Let's look at what is the 54 target, the conservative one, that could take us roughly to the top of the CPR level on the monthly on October. That is located around 62k. That is not surprise. That was support all the way for many days since the 4th of October. We broke down below. So coming back to the scene of the crime and taking that liquidity is something very typical for the price. That's why I call it conservative target, given that we are seeing this breakout. Then second, we have the aggressive target of 67. Let's have a look at where is that located in the price, and that's obviously a bit higher compared to the one before. We are now above the order block in here. That makes a lot of sense as well. The price, if it manages to break above this level that was support, that was strong support, now is resistance. We break above that, we go to the next level. The next level is the order block. Typically there should be quite a lot of additional liquidity for the price to get attracted to that. Obviously, if we go beyond the 64.4, then we start talking about the 67k, which we have been showing for quite a long time, that is heavy in liquidity in the closest proximity to the price. So I'm not counting on that. I already called this one the aggressive target. I'm not necessarily convinced that we are due for breaking this in the short term. I will expect a little bit more turmoil before we can get there. But I have some good news on the daily, even though yesterday people were panicking on Twitter because we were putting a lower low in here. That is understandable from the point of view of emotions, but looking at the charts with naked eyes, no emotions, what we can see in here is that the RSI has provided decent support. At an RSI of roughly 42 to 43, we were hoping to close the daily above. At some point during the day, we were below when we were dumping the heaviest, when we were producing that long wick on the daily at prices of 58.9. But we managed to close before midnight above it and protect this support. So where are we now on the daily? Where we are in the middle of a squeeze, as you can see here. We are holding the support, so that is a great point for the bulls to claim that we are holding the same support that we have held since 5th of August. We defend it once again on the 6th of September. I think here we were at 49k, if I'm not mistaken. Here we print the bottom of 53k, and that gave us a nice ride of almost 26% to the upside. This one gave another ride of 31%. So the question is, if we are holding this daily support and we manage today or tomorrow possibly, okay, I'm not counting on it. This could be resistance and take us into the let's not go there area. But if we did break out in here, we could be talking about some potential similar range of pump. We talk about here 31%. This one gave us 26%. So let's say at 20%, if we continue in that trajectory of diminishing returns and we get a 20% from here, that will be enough to get us into 72.6. And that level, guys, is already outside the megaphone pattern. So keep an eye, because this is a chance that we have. It's not guaranteed. The price will have to say the last thing. And at the moment, I'm dubious about this potential move. The technicals are saying that it is on the table, okay? It's a 50-50, but the fundamentals when it comes to liquidity, which I can show you actually, the liquidity is not looking great, the liquidity at the moment. It's looking like it's constricting. We broke down on the global liquidity index, and well, something new is that the Fed has put now a high in here. So this still doesn't constitute quantitative easing, but is good news. Okay, so they are not selling another candle additional, putting even a lower low than this one that was already a lower low. So we could potentially be heading now into the resistance. Maybe they are anticipating something to do with the interest rates. I don't know how is it looking today. Yesterday was 82 and 17. Today is 84.15.7, so it hasn't changed that much. But for some reason, they started buying a little bit more. Let's look at the liquidity in here. We have 57 as the final target of this ABC correction. We have this ascending broadening wedge in here. So if that was to fail, what we were talking about, and we couldn't manage to put this double bottom formation that we've been talking since yesterday, we could continue in here, and the first low-hanging fruit, if there is a fail on the daily chart to break above this RSI resistance, the yellow line in here, if that rejects us and puts us back below the support of 43.42, then it's very easy for the price to go for that 57. And I'm going to tell you the orders I have on this move down. I'm planning to add more to my stack. So I have order at 57. I like this level in here, because if that was just the final pivot before heading back up, I will grab additional Bitcoin at sub 60s. So that's why I like it. Then I have the level of 51, which is popping in here in the chart already. 51, I really like it too, because going below is the last chance you have on 50s to buy at a great price. If there is a bounce in here from liquidations, that could be a bounce, and maybe we don't go sub 50s. In that case, I want to still buy at a discount of 51. And then going lower, the no-brainer buying price, if we ever go there, is the 47 to 46. So I have orders somewhere there, and that's my third level of adding to my stack. People are asking me what is the golden price to buy. There is no such a thing, because if there is some geopolitical tensions, if something changes with the elections and people get disappointed in any way, you never know if you're gonna hit A, B, or C on this case. So I rather distributing my plan of adding more based on the opportunity that these levels offer. Well, this was supposed to be a short-term update. If you have any questions, this is going to Twitter, Telegram, Instagram. Pick your poison and write down below a comment if you have any questions. Today I'll be making 2 videos, and don't know if I can make another video on the Trading Parrot. I'm gonna make one video with Paul Barron Network. That's coming up in the evening, in the morning in US. And I'm also going to make my first video for Coin Bureau Trading. So I'll see you in those channels. Make sure you follow them and enjoy Friday. See you later.